this. Do you have a card? Thank you. Thank you. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari 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 Jaya Gopi Jaya Balava Girivaradari 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 Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jaya Valava Girivaradari 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 Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Vrajayana Ranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari 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 Jaya Gopi Jaya Vallabha Girivaradhari 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 Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Jayam Vishnupadaya Paramahamsam Parivraja Kacharya Suttara Shata Shri Madhavai Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupadaya Paramahamsa Parivraja Kacharya Suttara Shata Shri Mad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se Hako Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhana Ki Shri Mayapur Dama Ki Shri Mathura Dama Ki Shri Vrindavan Dama Ki Shri Jagannath Puri Dama Ki Ganga Maya Ki Yamuna Maya Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Tulasi Devi Ki Shamavet Bhakta Vrinda Ki Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Okay, so good morning. Today we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 69, verse 17. Shri Narada Vacham Naibadhutam Tvajivivo Kila Lokanate Maitri Janeshu Shakaleshu Dhamakalanam Nishreyashaya Hijagashtiti Rakshanabhyam Swaidavatara Urugaja Vidamana Sustu Swaidavatara Urugaja Vidama Sustu Shri Narada Vacham Naivadbhutam Tvajivivo Kila Lokanate Maitri Janeshu Shakaleshu Dhamakalanam Nishreyasaya Hijagashtiti Rakshanabhyam Swaidavatara Urugaja Vidamana Sustu Swaidavatara Urugaja Vidama Sustu Shri Narada Vacham Naivadbhutam Tvajivivo Kila Lokanate Maitri Janeshu Shukaleshu Dhamakalanam Nishreyasaya Hijagashtiti Rakshanabhyam Swaidavatara Urugaja Vidama Sustu Swaidavatara Urugaja Vidama Sustu. Devotees. Shri Narada Vacha Naivadbhutam Tvajivivo Kila Lokanate Maitri Janeshu Shakaleshu Dhamakalanam Nishreyasaya Hijagashtiti Rakshanabhyam Shvaidavatara Urugaya Vidamasushtu. Naivad bhutam tvayi vivo kila lokanate. Maitri janeshu shakaleshu damam kalanam. Nisreyasaya hijagashti tirakshanavayam. Shvaidavatara Urugaya Vidamasushtu. Anyone else? Okay. Word by word. Sri Narada Vacha. Sri Narada said, Na, not, eva, at all, adbhutam, surprising, Twayi, for you, Bibo, O Almighty One, Akila, of all, Loka, worlds, Nate, for the ruler, Maitri, friendship, Yaneshu, our people, Sakaleshu, all, Dhamma, the subduing, Kalanam, of the envious, Nishreyasayam, for the highest benefit, He, indeed, Jagat, of the universe, Sthiti, by maintenance, Rakshanavyam, and protection, Svaira, freely chosen, Avatara, descent, Urugaya, O you who are praised universally, Bidhama, we know, Shushtu, well. Sri Narada said, O Almighty Lord, it is not surprised that you, Sri Narada said, are you repeating after me? Or, okay. Sri Narada said, O Almighty Lord, it is not surprised that you, the ruler of all worlds, show friendship for all people, and yet subdue the envious. As we well know, you descend by your sweet will in order to bestow the highest good on this universe by maintaining and protecting it. Thus your glories are widely sung. Repeat after me. Sri Narada said, O Almighty Lord, it is not surprised that you, the ruler of all worlds, show friendship for all people, and yet subdue the envious. As we well know, you descend by your sweet will in order to bestow the highest good on this universe by maintaining and protecting it. Thus your glories are widely sung. Okay. Purport by the servants of Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. As pointed out by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, all living beings are in fact servants of the Lord. The Acharya quotes the following verse from the Padma Purana to elucidate. Akareno chati Vishnu Shridukarena katyate Makarashtuta Yurdasha Panchavimsha Prakirtitam. In the mantra Om, the letter A signifies Lord Vishnu, the letter U signifies the goddess Shri, and the letter M refers to their servant, who is the 25th element. The 25th element is the Jiva, the living being. Every living being is a servant of the Lord, and the Lord is the true friend of every living being. Thus, even when the Lord chastises envious persons like Jarasandha, such punishment amounts to real friendship, since both the Lord's chastisement and His blessing are for the benefit of the living being. I'm going to also read some of the purports by the Acharyas. So, Jiva Goswami says about this verse, "This is not astonishing. The statement is in the neuter to express generality. It is in the singular with the expectation that he will enlarge his topic. You give proper treatment, Maitri, though you are the master of all the people. In your form you are equal to all. These two are not astonishing, since you appear in order to give benefit to the world in the form of bhakti and mukti. You bestowed these two according to the qualification of the person. This is all possible because you are capable, Vibho. Thus you are praised by songs, Urugaya." Sanatana Goswami said, "It is not surprising for you, the Lord of all planets, that you worship me, since you have affection for people, and you do not depend on anything. O Lord, complete in yourself, Vibho, you descend from Vaikuntha by your own will, Shaidavaratara. Your glory is thus sung in all planets, Urugaya. Or you are the friend of devotees like me and the punisher of non-devotees. This is all not surprising for you, who are equal to all, since you are the Lord of all planets. It is quite suitable that you descend by your will for everyone's benefit. You make steady and nourish the universe by spreading bhakti and showing affection for your devotees, and you protect the universe by destroying the demons, since by this you destroy obstacles to bhakti. Though contrary to your nature as being equal to all, it is not surprising in you. Though I am a servant, you, the Lord, worship me. It is not astonishing, since you are independent." Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyanam Gyanam Salakajam Chakshurum Militam Gyanai Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I please ask for your blessings so that I can say something valuable for glorifying this Srimad Bhagavatam. And we are in the last verse. Krishna had just asked Narada Muni, "What can we do for you?" After serving Narada Muni. Narada Muni arrived to Dwarka, and he entered Krishna's palace, and Krishna treated him as Krishna would want any Brahmana to be treated, with full respect, with all the etiquette. So after having washed Narada's feet, after having given him his throne, after having put all the servants to give him prasad, after all this, Krishna goes and asks, "What can we do for you?" So this is the answer that Narada Muni is beginning to give, because the next verse will be like the second part of the answer. And I found it really, really beautiful, because Narada Muni is just glorifying the Lord and glorifying, as the Acharyas also said, like, the Lord is independent, the Lord is, well, the master, the cause behind all the causes, and yet he serves his devotee, yet he stopped whatever he was doing in order to receive Narada Muni properly. And this is only by his sweet will. That concept of the sweet will was something that really stood up for me, because we know that everything in this world is happening under Lord Krishna's will. We know not even a blade of grass moves without his supreme will. But sometimes we forget, or I may forget, that his will is actually very sweet, that he's so loving, that he's always protecting us, even if we cannot understand. Even if, for me, sometimes it is so hard to understand, like, why is this happening? And I like a lot this image that I have an uncle he's a priest, and we have a very loving relationship. He's a Catholic priest, and he once told me, while I was going through a very rough moment, that our lives are just like woven fabrics. So we may see only the part from behind that fabric, where all the knots are done and like all the tangles, and it may seem really chaotic, but the Lord Krishna is seeing it like in the front. So he knows that every of those knots, every of those like stitches that may seem very hard to understand for me, for us, the Lord knows they have a purpose. And it is because his purpose is always to love us and to take us back to him. So yes, he's really showing how his will is not only for those that are following him, but also, I mean, his loving will, his protection is also for the demons, because it is said in the purport, like, in the translation, in the verse itself, that also to subdue the envious, the demons, and then the servants of Prabhupada explained that, yes, he's also bestowing his mercy on those demons by killing them. And through killing them, he's actually removing obstacles to our bhakti. So I really liked when at the Gurukul we are every week like telling one of the stories of the Krishna book, and they sing songs and they do dramas, and it's like during the whole week we are working on a story of all of these demons. And actually, as it was said in the purport, what Krishna is doing by killing all those demons is actually like eliminating all those blockages that may exist so that we can approach him. So yes, this is the second part I want to talk about, because Narada Muni says that the Lord is actually giving friendship, loving friendship. He's his true friend, and he's our supreme benefactor, as Gopi said yesterday. So throughout the friendship, we may actually access the Lord in a very intimate way. And I was thinking that what is needed for a friendship to really be a deep friendship? What is needed for a friendship to really be intimate? And I recall something that Amala Harinam said on Saturday at the end of the kirtan. He said, if you have a friend who seems to have it all together, you may think, well, I'm not of much use to this person. I cannot really help him. But if you have a friend who's bringing you his or their vulnerability, that they're capable of telling you what they're struggling with, if they're capable of bringing you their true, authentic emotions, then that friendship, that connection is gonna be like much more deeper. So yes, this friendship with Krishna, this Shakya ras, really requires from us turning to Krishna and giving him our hearts in our most vulnerable ways. We may really say, like, Krishna, I am struggling. I cannot feel how this will, this supposedly loving will of you is loving. I'm not feeling the love. I'm really, really having a hard time here. And Krishna will always appreciate that sincerity. And Krishna, he actually reciprocates to that friendship according to how much we want that friendship. I mean, he gives us according to how we are able to reciprocate. So we're going to see later on in the chapter how Narada Muni will continue going palace after palace after palace. And he's going to go into 16,108 palaces. And he won't be tired. And in every single palace, Krishna will receive him. Krishna will be surprised to see him. Krishna will be loving to him and will give him all these honors. And we may think of this. I heard His Grace Radhanath Swami once said that we are chanting this mantra, this Mahamantra, daily, so many times, and we hear the pastimes again and again and again. And it is like Narada Muni going again to another palace and another palace, and he doesn't get tired. And it is because of our true love. It is actually because if there is love in our hearts, even if we have chanted this mantra thousands of millions of times, we will have a deeper experience every time. We will feel it is fresh. We will feel it is something new. We will feel the excitement. Also, when we hear these pastimes, every time we will relish them more and more, and we may even take new meanings, things that we hadn't understood before. So that is the power of having this like open heart for like to approach Krishna, and to even though sometimes we may not feel, or sometimes I really may do things in a very mechanical way, and Krishna he's so merciful that he is asking us and showering us with these opportunities for us to be amazed, like, I don't know how, but sometimes I may feel that this Mahamantra that I just recited really was sweet and really got into my heart. So that is because we are there showing up every day, no matter how numb we may feel, no matter how how much apathy we may feel. To be spiritual, this is something I really, really liked. I heard Her Grace Rukmini Devi saying and quoting this from a Jewish rabbi who said, to be spiritual is to be amazed. To be spiritual is to really be amazed. And that is something that Narada Muni is showing us here. He's amazed about this Lord of his coming and showering him with all this service. He's amazed, and we may ask Krishna, we may come with that vulnerability which is required for a friendship to be a true friendship. We may come and say, I really don't feel any amazement. I'm really doing this just because I'm supposed to be doing it. And whenever we approach Krishna in that way, I'm sure Krishna will reciprocate, because as it is said, he always reciprocates according to our desire, and he will give us, he will grant us that amazement, little by little, or I don't know, maybe in a stroke. So yeah, if there is this willing to serve him, we will never get tired, as Narada Muni never got tired visiting the palaces. We will never get tired of this process. We will always find new sweetness. We will always find how it becomes sweeter and sweeter. And also, I pray that I can actually understand that my greatest fortune in this life is to be able to have to render devotional service. And we may see that because Narada Muni arrived into this palace, and Rukmini was, she was, I think, massaging or fanning Krishna, and she was massaging Krishna, even if she had, I don't remember how many maidservants, but she wanted to do it herself. And she is Lakshmi Devi. She is the goddess of fortune. She could be also being served by all of these thousands of servants, or she could be creating worlds. But no, she was there serving her Lord. So that is something really, really amazing, because devotional service, what we get throughout the opportunity of rendering devotional service is the greatest fortune of the world. Really, really, Krishna is giving us like the best of the best. And even the goddess of fortune wanted to serve him. So if we are able to serve him throughout serving our spiritual master, throughout serving the devotees, the deities, here in this community, I am amazed. I want to say I am amazed, even if sometimes I may take it for granted, how much love, how much devotion everyone's pouring into every day's activity. I am leaving soon, and I am already feeling, as you can hear my voice, I'm going through a flu. Well, I'm trying to run from the flu, but the flu is like running faster than me. And flus are, well, of course, there's the weather, but also the weather signifies it is a stage for us to come more into like our inner world. It is like winter is associated to us coming inside of our houses, inside, and it also signifies us coming inside of ourselves, like to balance, to do a balance of what has happened. And as I entered this stage, I feel so much gratitude for this semester here that it's hard for me to just think that I'll be leaving soon. But I don't know, I am just amazed, and I pray, Krishna, that all these acts of devotion, all this example of true devotional service, true bhakti that I am seeing here every day, and every person, every devotee that is serving, that I may bring that inspiration with me and hopefully continue serving, and hopefully, who knows, Radha Kalkananda may want me to come back again. But yes, I think that's my main message. Like, we have this opportunity to glorify our Lord every day. He just asked Narada Muni, what can I do for you? And Narada Muni, we will see in the next verse, but Narada Muni is just like, I can only glorify you. I can only give you my love. And I know your will is a sweet will, because only because of your will, you're serving me. You shouldn't be serving me. You are the master of the world. But only because you want it, you can do it. So, yes, let me see. I may have some other ideas here. I was wondering, in the purport, but I think it was in the purport of one of the acharyas, probably Sanatan Goswami, about, they mentioned the jiva as the 25th element, and yes, I was just wondering, what's about the 25th element? And then Well, reading, I understood, yes, like the material nature is created by 24 elements, but we, Jiva souls, we are that 25th element. We are like that extra thing that is not really material. We are spiritual sparks, but we are under the material rules. We are under the rules of those 24 elements coming together, but we depend on Krishna. And every time we have the opportunity to, and we are meant to do it, to really feel that Krishna will give us the best. Krishna is always merciful, and Krishna, if we depend on him. I remember in Mayapur at the beginning of the year, I heard one devotee lady saying, you may enjoy Krishna. You may want to enjoy Krishna, and you can do it. And yes, you may have some happiness in your life. But if you serve Krishna, miracles will happen in your life. And that's so true. I really can say that's what I've seen in my life. Like miracles? You pronounce miracles or miracles? I'm not sure, but you understood. I've seen miracle after miracle happening. So Krishna is always asking us, such as he asked Narada Muni, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? And what is going to be our answer? That's the question that I want to leave us with. What are we going to answer Krishna? I hope this was valuable in some way. I ask forgiveness for any offense I may have committed. And any question, comments, anyone? Yes, Prabhu?
So you mentioned giving our hearts to Krishna.
Okay, yes. Okay, so Prabhu Apurva is asking, so I mentioned, or like to give our hearts to Krishna, so how to unpack that? Well, I think it has a lot to do with, as I say, like bhakti, our progress in bhakti depends a lot on our effort, but ultimately it just depends on Krishna's mercy. So I think that when we want to give our heart to Krishna, we do what we need to do. We follow our sadhana, we follow the regulations, but also we try to address Krishna, or at least that's what the realization I've had. I mean, we address Krishna not in a kind of I have it all together mood, such as that friend that has it all together. You may think, oh, well, he doesn't really need me, she doesn't really need me. But if we come to Krishna, and when I say I give our hearts, is praying in a mood that you can be sincere. Because we, or at least I, am so used to play like the perfect role, like yes, I really have it all together, I can really do this and that, but no, the reality is we're just depending on his mercy. So if we approach him in that sincere mood of opening the heart and saying what's in there, like today I was really envious. Today I really had a hard time, I don't know, like standing this person. Or in Krishna, I know you are love. So please, like, allow me to love you, and throughout you love everyone else and love me. That's something I like. I like, and that has been my prayer this week. Krishna, allow me to love me the way you love me. Because sometimes we're very rough at ourselves also. That's also true. And we are like, or at least that happens to me, like my mind is constantly telling me what I did wrong, how badly I chanted, but Krishna doesn't really want me to be like that. Krishna wants me to acknowledge that I'm in a process, to be sincere about my flaws, but also to treat me in a loving way. So I don't know if that answer to your question. Okay, so I think it's time now. Anyone else that may have a last minute? Okay. Well, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Hari Hari Bo. Thank you. Yes? Wow, that's a very good question. I think they are about to open curtains, but how to serve Krishna to his satisfaction and how to know if he's satisfied. Oof. I really don't know the answer, but what comes to me is you pray with sincerity. You pray with sincerity, and you let him show you how to satisfy him, and you let him show you if he's pleased or not. And it may come in very weird ways. It may come in a devotee chastising you, or it may come in a dream you had. But yeah, it's just like trusting that Krishna. I once told my mom, like, we were at a very difficult situation, and she said, like, you're really struggling. I said, yes, but you know what? I spend 2 hours a day sitting with Krishna. So I think he will show me the way somehow. So it's just trusting that. Thank you.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale. Yeah. Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Pastyacha Deshatarine. Bhajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Bhajasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Founder Srila Prabhupada ki Shri Radha Krishna Gopina Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhan ki Vrindavan Dham ki Mayapur Dham ki Navadvip Dham ki Jamuna Maya ki Gam Gamaya ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakta Devi ki Shri Radha Golokananda ki Salve Bhakta Vrinda ki Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the devotees. All glories to the assembly. All glories to the assembly. All glories to Guru and Goloka.
Cheto Darpanam Arjunam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Swaya Karayvya Vichandika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anantam Buddhi Vardhanam Pradipadam Punamrita Svadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Kirtanam Namakari Bhadani Jasarva Shaktis Tatrarpitani Amitasmane Nakala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishami Hajanina Nuraga Trinada Pistunichena Tarora Pisa Hisnuna Amani Namanadena Kirtaniya Sadari Nadanam Rajam Nasundarim Vajagadishikamaye Mama Janmani Janmani Smrade Davatad Bhaktir Haituki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Buddha Kripaya Tava Pada Pankaja Stita Duli Sadusim Vachintaya Nayanam Galuda Shrudaraya Vadanam Gadgada Darshanam Ramaham Karotiva Yatatata Vidatata Lampato Matprana Natsu Savanapara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is to prime humanity at large because it spreads and known. It is the life of all transcendental mind. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar, which we are always anxious. O my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings. And thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you've invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names. But I'm so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw on the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and be ready to offer all respects to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. Mighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service